Hi, 2024 is coming to an end, and I just want to give a review of what has happened in AI this year. So, has AI disappointed, or has it actually exceeded expectations? Well, I'm actually a little bit in doubt. I guess I expected a little bit more, but I think that is our brain tricking us. I think it's because if we follow AI, we expect something revolutionary to happen every week. And as I did my research on what actually happened in 2024, it is pretty impressive. Just to give one example, if we take up our phone and talk to ChatGPT, hi ChatGPT, what has actually happened in AI in 2024? Can you give me a quick rundown of the major advancements in AI this year?
Sure. In 2024, major AI advancements included 1. Enhanced multimodal capabilities, enabling AI to process and generate text, images, and videos more effectively. 2. Improved reasoning and problem solving skills, making AI more reliable for complex tasks. 3. Advancements in AI generated video and content creation, making it more realistic and useful for various industries. 4. Greater integration of AI in everyday applications, from personal assistants to creative tools. Overall, these advancements have made AI more versatile and powerful.
Okay, so I think this is actually a great example of what has happened in 2024. I wouldn't be able to communicate with ChatGPT this way. So AI has gone multimodal. We can send it pictures, we can talk to it, so we can have conversations in a much more natural way that we would with other people. And I think this is a major advancement, but it's also one that we get used to really quickly because it's so similar to how we actually interact to people. But let's have a look at what ChatGPT actually explained to us right here.
Apologies for interrupting your video. If you're curious about how AI, robotics, and future trends will shape your world, please consider subscribing and liking the video. We dive deep into these topics, bringing you insights from over 200 leading experts. Subscribe to stay ahead of the curve and prepare for the future. We really appreciate your support.
So, looking at this chart, what has actually changed in 2024? Other than, of course, that we're able to communicate in a different way with, for example, ChatGPT. Well, the reasoning capability has increased quite a lot. The math capabilities have increased a lot as well, and the coding capabilities have increased a little bit. But let's again try to get some help from ChatGPT and ask what this actually means to us in real life. Could you tell me what does it mean that the reasoning ability of ChatGPT has gone from around 42 to 76 during 2024? How does that help people?
The increase in ChatGPT's reasoning ability from around 42 to 76 means it has become much better at understanding and solving complex problems. This improvement helps people by providing more accurate, logical, and context-aware responses. It means better support for decision-making, more effective troubleshooting, and enhanced assistance with tasks that require critical thinking. Overall, it makes interactions with the AI more helpful and reliable.
Thank you. What about coding? It actually seems that the increase in the capability of coding is not that great. It's was already at 87 at the beginning of the year, and now it's around 92. Try to explain about the advancements in coding.
The increase in coding capabilities from 87 to 92, while not as dramatic, still represents significant advancements. This improvement means AI can write more accurate and efficient code, handle more complex programming tasks, and provide better debugging and optimization support. For developers, this means faster prototyping, fewer errors, and more reliable assistance with coding challenges. It boosts productivity and helps streamline the development process.
Does this mean that AI is actually helping a lot in the gaming industry? Like, for example, how much quicker can a big open world game be made today compared to a year ago using AI? Just give me an estimate.
AI is indeed helping the gaming industry by speeding up various development processes. While exact numbers can vary, AI can potentially reduce development time for large open-world games by 20 to 30%, thanks to automation in tasks like environment creation, NPC behavior, and debugging. This allows developers to focus more on creativity and innovation, leading to quicker releases and richer game worlds.
Thank you. So finally, with math, I have to admit that I sometimes use you to help me with my son's homework when it comes to math, when it's getting too difficult for me. Can you explain how you have improved in math in the last year?
Certainly. Over the past year, improvements in math have come from enhanced algorithms and larger training datasets. This means ChatGPT can solve a wider variety of problems more accurately and efficiently. It can now offer clearer, step-by-step explanations, making it easier to understand complex concepts. This progress helps users tackle difficult math problems more effectively, whether for homework or other learning tasks.
Thank you. So I think it's actually quite clear that LLMs like ChatGPT or Gemini has gone through almost a revolution in the last 12 months. Maybe it just doesn't feel like it because it's relatively gradual, the benefits we are seeing, but it's definitely completely different the way you can talk to it, the way you can take pictures, and the way it can actually help you with more complex problems, like, for example, math problems. And it's also interesting to see and hear about the real world applications, like, for example, in terms of coding and how it can help in terms of gaming. Looking a little bit further at what is different with the large language models, then it's the context window. It's becoming a lot larger today. Especially Gemini is at 1 million tokens at the moment, which means that if you, for example, have a big PDF report and you want a language model like Gemini to digest it and give you a summary, it will be much more effective at it than today. And it also means that you can give it a much larger task. So the more tokens you have, the bigger a task the LLM will perform. So, for example, if you only had like 100,000 tokens, it would only perform a task that would make it maybe take you 10 to 20 minutes to do. While if it has 1 million tokens, it could perform a task that would take you hours to do. So in that way, we've also seen quite a big difference in the complexity and size of tasks that large language models are able to handle. Let's get to the visual part. So let's talk about AI video. This was one of the areas where I was getting a bit frustrated, to be honest. We had the release of Sora in December, and I think it disappointed. But the thing is, we had Sora introduced in the beginning of the year, and I think the anticipation was just up here. People said, this is amazing what Sora can do. It's almost perfect video it's making. The physics seems perfect. It doesn't make any of these weird hallucinations. Then nothing happened for quite a while, obviously. And then we had competitors coming in. We had Kling. We had Runway, that was kind of a gold standard in 2023. They had their Gen 3 model. We had Dream Machine that was being launched. And I think if we try to take a look at what we could actually do in 2023, the gold standard there was Runway Gen 2. Most of the impressive video we saw was a picture made in Midjourney. Then people took it into Runway 2 and they made like a 5-second or 10-second video out of it and combined these video clips for a longer film. But mostly it was really a picture with very little movement where the camera was just kind of panning around the picture. And it wasn't really anything like a real movie or video you could make. Doesn't mean it didn't look quite impressive, but it's not really realistic AI video. And I do think when you look at it from Runway Gen 2 and these examples we can see right there, right here, comparing to the examples we are going to look at in a moment, I do think that the difference is quite big. So I have to say that there has been a leap here during 2024. But also, I think the most impressive thing of what has happened is the Google's release of VO2. We do see people in the content creator community testing it. And for example, Matt Wolf has done some quite simple tests with prompts that we would all be able to do. And the results are really, really impressive. It looks a lot better than Sora. And I think if we can count that into the 2024 development, I think we've gone a long, long way. So can we make films yet that you can't tell is AI? No, not yet. But I think we're going to get there. I think looking at the parameters, the resolution is now there. We can make HD and not just 720 in terms of the resolution. I think 4K will be coming in 2025. Definitely, we have more control over what will happen in the picture using the prompt. So many of these new tools will let you specify like how the camera should move and how exact the movement should be. So I think control will definitely be in focus in 2025. And then you had character consistency, which was super hard in 2023. But I think with 2024, it's much easier to create character consistency in, for example, Midjourney, and then export that over to these tools. So in that way, it's a lot easier to make several clips together where the characters actually look the same. So I think we've gone a long way, and I think 2025 will actually be the year where it will be very difficult to tell AI video apart from real video. Also, we've already seen in 2024 real use applications. We've seen advertising from Toys R Us, from Coca-Cola, from McDonald's. I think they've been kind of technically impressive, but I haven't liked the ads at all. I think they've been kind of soulless. So I think we're at the level where some of the most skilled people are at a technical level where they can do the ads, but we need to learn to use AI in a more creative way, so it will actually be cooler ads than what we could do before. So it's an actual improvement and not just a copy of what we could do without AI. And I think we'll see that a lot in 2025. I think in that way, AI will be a creative add-on. We've already seen this in the film industry. For example, the movie Here with Tom Hanks. We're seeing how AI is transforming him into his younger self. It's pretty impressive, I think. And that was not possible to this extent before. So I think 2024, while it might not have seemed that revolutionary, we are not very close to AGI, if you ask me. The actual improvements are pretty impressive. But who have been the winners in 2024? So looking at the stock price, obviously NVIDIA making the chips, they're one of the really big winners. Google is also a big winner. I think we are seeing really Gemini catching up and having some benefits that ChatGPT doesn't have. I still prefer ChatGPT for many tasks myself, but I think they're catching up there. And then I think with VO2, I think Google are way ahead of anyone in terms of making AI videos. So I think they're going to dominate that field in 2025. So also looking at the stock price, Google has done better than Microsoft has, and Microsoft they're one of the large owners of OpenAI. So potentially that is what we're seeing here. Obviously, NVIDIA with the chips are doing really well. I think there's been tremendous progress in AI in 2024. I think we sometimes forget this because our expectation is the only thing moving faster than the progress of AI, and I think it will continue this way. I think we will not be overwhelmed by AI in 2025 either. I think these doomsday scenarios of mass unemployment, if they ever happen, they will not happen in 2025. That doesn't mean people won't be laid off or you won't see people needing to transition because of AI. You will see that. But in 2025, I still see AI as a tool, but as a much more capable tool than in 2024, just as in 2024, it was a much more capable tool than it was in 2023. Thank you.